I think that coming to South Korea, it's such a very different culture, just completely, the food is very different, I think the mannerisms are very different, there's very different etiquettes, and I really wanted to get right stuck into that. I wanted to just become completely immersed in a new culture. My favourite place to visit in South Korea is Myeongdong, the marketplace. I really love the hustle and bustle of everything, and it has a really great atmosphere. Everybody's meeting their friends, and you've got the great merchants, the great little stores. I love that.
I think Korea is a great place for students to be. It's very friendly, it's very small, so you can travel around the whole country easily. And another thing that people really like is it's quite cheap. It's cheap to travel, cheap to eat.
Everything is open all of the time. Whenever you need anything, somewhere will be open so you can get it. There are 24-hour convenience stores, there are 24-hour restaurants.
At the weekends, I see my friends. Normally we go to Noraebang, which is karaoke, and I'd never been to one when I was in England. But I came here and it's great, we do it every single week.
I think the Korean wave is proving hugely popular. It started in Asia and it's spreading out now towards Europe and America. I've heard in the news in London about the flash mobs in Trafalgar Square promoting K-pop, Korean pop music. And Korean movies are hugely popular. Things like Old Boy, and a lot of the new films now are being taken up by Hollywood as well. So I think there's a huge interest in Korea, in Korean contemporary culture at the moment.
I think the really interesting thing about Korea is that how incredibly keen Korean universities are to have overseas students, international students, especially from places like Britain.
The course that I'm studying at Dongguk University for the first 2 weeks was Introduction to Korean Cinema, which was basically looking at the works of different directors, which also portrayed many Korean historical events, so like the Gwonju massacre and events at the demilitarized zone. So I really got to learn a lot about the history.
I study international politics with French. I'm currently on the ISI programme, the International Summer Institute at Seoul National University for 1 month. And they bring together people from universities all around the world, including lecturers from all around the world. And you get to do up to 3 modules, including a language or a culture module. But the 2 modules I've decided to focus on are Eastern Asian politics modules, so one on North Korea and one on society in East Asia. And it's a really great programme because you get to be taught by lecturers I've got a lecturer from Cambridge, and I'll never get that opportunity in the United Kingdom to be taught by someone from a different university.
The talk programme is a government-run scheme, and they take people from English-speaking countries like England, America, Australia, and they put them into rural schools in Korea. And we teach an after-school club, just 3 classes a day, and they provide housing, airfare, and they also take you on trips around the country. At the beginning you have a 1-month orientation in which you meet all of the new talk scholars, and they're placed all around the country. So once you're placed in your city, you then have friends all over the country, so you can go and visit them and stay with them.
I mean, talk gives you a good introduction to teaching English, but in Korea that's a very big market. Korea is probably one of the top 3 markets for teaching English in the world right now. So I intend to carry on studying the Korean language. I've been studying while I'm here and I've really enjoyed it, and I think it would be useful whether I choose to live in Korea, or even if not, it would just be a useful language for business, with Korean businesses becoming so important. And there are many teaching opportunities in Korea, so I would always consider possibly coming back for the EPIC program, which is a lot of my friends do, and I've seen how EPIC can be a very good program.
And all of the British people that I met who've taken those programs have ended up with fantastic experiences, having had a great time, learnt a lot, developed a lot, and they go back to the UK saying, I'm going to come back, or I'm going to tell my friends.
And I think the students normally in Korea, they don't really have an opportunity to talk as much in terms of oral practice, so that's our main task here. So we've been trying to get them talking, having general chats, doing debates, and that's been really good. It's great to see their progress over the week. Yeah, I think they've really improved.
Yeah. And we spend like quite a lot of time out with them outside of lessons, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have like weekends. Sometimes they join with us. So like we're getting really close to them. I feel really, really close to my students.
You will be really surprised if you come to Korea to find something which is really beyond your expectations. You're very familiar with brands like Samsung, LG and Hyundai. Come and look at what's behind all of that. Commercial, industrial business success, and see what else is going on here, because it's quite remarkable.
You will experience quite a lot of culture shock when first coming to Korea. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Everybody is very friendly. You'll find it very easy to get along here. You'll find people wanting to help you in the street, people wanting to talk to you, which is great. One tip that I would say is flip-flops with an umbrella is probably the best way to go, especially in the monsoon season.